Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is our Rice News analyst, Emmanuel Efeni. Great Malabaj. Good morning.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Ayo.
Good morning.
Yes, let's start the review with this day Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story, Chants of Atiku. Atiku, as Makinde launches second term campaign. G5 members committed to PDP, says Otom. At Oyo rally, aggrieved governors refused to name presidential candidate to support. Ikpeazu kinsmen pledge support for Atiku. PDP PCC mocks Tinubu's rally for inability to speak on policy issues at Kano. Kano, PDP, APC candidate tired, has nothing to offer. He should go home and rest. Finally, Wike approves Atiku's campaign rally in Rivers. Now, the G5 governors, also known as the Integrity Group, they were in Ibadan yesterday for the launch of Seyi Makinde's campaign for a second term bid. Now, January 5, they said they were going to announce their preferred presidential candidate. They did not do that. They have conviction of their position, but they seem to lack the courage to take the next logical step. But of course, it was fun yesterday for watchers of the political scene as people were chanting Atiku, Atiku, Atiku. But Ruben, you are saying a whole governor is doing boy. But I can see where you are coming from. Because yesterday, Nyesom Wike was even calling the governor of Oyo State the youth leader of the G5. A governor that many have been commending, a young man who is doing well, who has prospects, bright stars, shining star. Now is being reduced to quote my friend Ruben, the boy level. You don't call a governor youth leader, whether irrespective of his age. All governors are equal in the country. Well, but for the G5, the beat goes on, but Nigerians are watching. Their inability to name their preferred candidate as promised is another promise not kept. Now, the Nation newspaper also reporting the story, presidential poll, G5 keeps PDP supporters in suspense, Makinde to announce preferred candidate, group protests exclusion of Atiku's name on lists. Well, but above the lead story, Tinubu, I will convert Yahoo boys to tech experts. I thought we've been condemning our young men who have taken to criminality, turning fraud into a lifestyle. Converting them, I don't know how that is going to be done. We have a lot of young men who are tech savvy, who are not into criminality.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that is where we should be looking towards. And those who are criminals, we name them, call them out, and punish them. You don't convert a criminal to an expert. An expert who will continue with his criminality, perhaps the messaging. Sometimes you have problem with this Asiwaju messaging. Maybe that's not what he meant to say, but I get the idea. You have to punish criminals and reward those who are tech savvy, who want to be experts in their field. I think that's the distinction. Somebody has to perhaps take him to the side and give him a brief lecture on that, instead of just coming to tell the world that you want to turn Yahoo boys to tech experts. The last time somebody even danced Yahoo dance, music, coincidentally, at this day music show.
Colin Powell.
Yes. At Royal Albert Hall in London, just dancing the music. He had problem in America for dancing the music. And here, a presidential candidate telling the world, you want to convert Yahoo boys to tech experts. Well, we move on. The Guardian newspaper, 2023, term inflation, insecurity, fuel subsidy, experts tell government. Yes, stakeholders across business communities are saying insecurity, financial leakages, free fall of the naira, rising debt, and other factors could stall economic progress as the country heads into election. I think that is a no-brainer. Even the man on the streets now know that we're heading into tough times. Tougher times, because we're already in tough times. But the Business Day newspaper also reporting the budget, 2023 budget, hangs on meeting oil targets, ending subsidy. Well, this government is not ready to end subsidy until it leaves office. It has kicked the can down to the next administration. Will the next administration bite the bullet and do it? Even if you want to do it, you have to think twice. Because when Jonathan, after the 2011 election, with so much popularity, January 2012, when he tried it, of course, people went on into the streets. Of course, many of those who were at the Ganifa Square later found themselves in government. And they've been given excuses ever since. Now, the Vanguard newspaper, all government payments must be cashless from March. NFIU says only president can grant waiver for excess cash withdrawal. Payments for whatever purpose from public treasury affected by new guidelines. Embassies, development partners, others affected, violators to face money laundering corruption charges as federal government withdraws 225 billion naira cash. State government 701 billion naira cash they withdrew. Local government areas withdrew 156 billion naira cash from 2015 till date. Well, this is the new law. Well, some are also contested that whether the NFIU has the powers to run this rule over states and local government. But they're saying they are depending on the CBN Act concerning the currency, which they are relying on. Now, we'll see how that pans out. Now, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, NFIU bans cash withdrawals from government accounts from March. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper, I just go to the second lead, increase education tax to 10% as you tell federal government. Well, industries, manufacturers are already complaining of the slight increase, but ASU is asking for 10%. Well, I'm sure they're not going to get that from this government, but that is on the high side. The issue is not how much you tax, but how well you spend the education tax we're already getting. Is it getting down? There are other sources to also fund education. You don't have to kill industries, manufacturers, and other corporate entities because we want to fund education. But we must fund education adequately for the system to run better and produce better graduates, as it were. Now, the date, we just go to the foreign newspapers quickly. In the UK, Prince Harry, I don't want to say it's trending, it's there all over the newspapers. The Daily Telegraph, please don't marry Camilla. Yes, Harry reveals brothers appeal to their father and describe coming to blows with arch nemesis. He's describing his brother Prince Williams as his arch nemesis. Now, the Duke of Sussex has claimed that he and his brother once begged their father, King Charles, not to marry Camilla. Yes, the biography, the autobiography of Prince Harry coming out. Now, snippets from it not looking good. The Times of London reporting Harry spills his secrets in devastating memoir. He calls William arch nemesis, claims he killed 25 Taliban, says brother attacked him. Of course, the Daily Express, looking at this, what he's revealed so far, reconciled because he told his interviewer in a recent interview that he wants to reconcile, but But the Daily Express asking, reconcile, but you sold your soul. Well, the Daily Express quoting experts were saying, commentators saying, the Duke of Success, Prince Harry, sold his soul in return for mega bucks. Ruben Rufai Ayo, is there any way back to reconciliation between Harry and the royal family?
I doubt there's a path back to redemption, and I think Harry should watch it, because where he's going is getting too far.
Is he not revealing too much?
For instance, his tour of duty was a state secret. It was even after he left that it was revealed. Harry now saying that he killed 25 Taliban fighters. I hope he knows that it has exposed him to a lot of security risk for saying that. That the Taliban might likely come after him. So there are a lot of state secrets now that he's revealing, because his tour of duty was...
As well as royal secrets.
And royal secrets. So I don't know if somebody could rein Harry in. I think this is the time to talk to him, because this man is on a path of destruction.
Interesting.
And all of this, is it because of his wife? Is it because of his wife that he's doing all of this? Things like this are definitely going to have a knock-on effect.
If we're talking about his wife...
I protest, it's not his wife. Because I was going to say, when you said that who's going to rein him in, Harry has always been known to be the rebel out of both, in the royal family.
Okay, talking about his wife, Daily Express saying, Megha told Kate she had baby brain. Okay. Ruben, shouldn't somebody be editing his own biography?
The point about all of this is that the United Kingdom is one of those places in the world where the royalty is still very influential, despite the vituperations of anti-monarchies like Watabajo. You still have the royalty. But we keep getting reminded all the time that the royals are also human beings. They have their own problems. Every family has its own problems. So we live in a human community. Edward VIII left the throne because of a woman, an American woman. Simpson.
So are you saying these American women?
No. Don't put.
I didn't want to mention that.
Don't put words into my mouth.
Another American woman?
Don't put words into Lady, Princess Diana, the mother of Prince Harry, also, went with
Dodi Al-Fayed,
the Arabs,
an Egyptian,
and and it became an issue. And now you have a son, Prince Harry, writing a book. Oh, spare us! The book is titled "Spare." Yeah, but people are now saying, "Oh, Prince, spare us." These details are too difficult. But the simple issue is that, look, if you look at family settings, we are all human beings at the end of the day. Whether the Prince Harry's blood is blue and Ifeanyi's blood is red.
No, I have blue also. I have royalty outside. So.
I don't know.
I don't need
some people have blue blood, they have red, some people have red blood. But at the end of the day, we are all human beings. True. And we all have our issues.
No, but Ruben,
I'm sure that they will resolve.
Shouldn't people sometimes edit their own story? Must you tell all?
It's sad.
Well, it's actually, I believe it's deliberate. At this point now, it's actually quite deliberate.
Well, how people react to grief. There is I think it's Kubler-Ross who wrote a book talking about stages of grief on death and dying. Susan Kubler-Ross. So people react to grief in many ways. There are persons who say Prince Harry has never recovered from the death of his mother, and hence how he's been treated, and the fact that he's a spare tire who may never make it to the throne, and he's expressing himself. So maybe he needs counseling, maybe he needs whatever, but who are we to judge? And don't blame the wife, okay? He's mature now. Okay, I don't want to call him another boy, because he's mature. He makes his own choices, okay? So, but we'll see how it plays out. But it will make a lot of money, because I'm even looking for the book. When the book comes out, we would like to read it, because the publishers, they've done a good job of promoting that book. So, is he using his family to make money? That's another question.
That's why some commentators are saying he has sold his soul to make mega bucks.
But the bigger issue in the UK is that the UK is beginning to look very much like a third world country. The other time when we saw people in London queuing up for fuel, We say, in the UK, how can people be queuing up for fuel? In fact, we recommended on this program that maybe some people who are experts in carrying jerry cans and in, sucking fuel from places, should go to the UK and help them out. Now, you have the UK government saying that they will introduce an anti-labor legislation, which will insist on minimum service rules.
I think they're calling us out now.
Okay, we've run out of time. Thank you very much, Emmanuel Efeni.